Hi, so I've got a new version of MTPerse 3.5. You see that? So let's so this is a template, and it's better not to work on a template but create a new copy. So you can create a new copy by pressing Ctrl Shift N. So it is quite possible that your macros have been disabled. So the way to change that is in Options, go to Trust Center settings, macro settings, enable all macros. OK. So once you do that and the macros are enabled, and now if you press Ctrl Shift N, okay, it's asking me to reopen because of the settings. So I will reopen that file, you see, and I'll say press Ctrl Shift N. So it works. So what the macros have to be enabled. So you see there's a copy over here which has been created, and now I can work on this particular copy. Now this particular copy, the name of the file is something very odd, so I can put in the data's name. So once I put in the data's name and press Ctrl Shift S, the name changes. So you see Ctrl Shift S will change the name of the sheet to Rice Price. So later you can refer to this. And if you want to create another copy, Ctrl Shift N. So you see I create another copy over here, and this time will be, I might have Rajesh Jha, and if I use Ctrl Shift S, it renames the sheet to Rajesh Jha. And so if I want to know what is happening on Rice Price front, so this is the sheet and Rajesh Jha over here. So this is how you use macros. So it's a little advancement to the earlier versions. Let me just go ahead and delete this one first version, and let's move with Rice Price. Okay, so Rice Price is working address, Rochester Lane, Dallas, Texas. So you just provide his details. Okay, and US. So this is a one-time detail that we provide, and we give a unique number to the loan, 121. So ideally this date is today's date, because the sheet is constantly moving ahead with the date, and calculations are based on the date. But for our example, so we will go ahead and use a different date, right? So let's change this to March 2nd, 2014. This is example we wanted to see, right? So we are saying this is March 2nd, 2014. So this is the date when the loan amount had come in. So we take a loan of 25 lakhs, right? And let's say the loan interest is 10%. So initially the payment amount is 0. So now I come on February 27th. So February 27, 2018. It says, oh, the current date has to be greater than all the previous date, or the current date has to be less than or equal to today's date. Okay. Ideally, this date would have advanced to February 27 if today's date formula was over here, but since it was not, so the date has to advance. So the sheet has advanced to February 27, so now I go ahead and make this payment on February 27, 28, and I make a payment of 1,10,000, right? So total to be paid until this date is 36,58,339. Total paid is 1,10,000 and pending is 354,839. So essentially the amount has been compounded for the date between March 2nd and February 27th. So now we have the pending amount of 354,839. So let's say this date has moved to 2019, 1 year more ahead. So what you're going to see that the pending amount has increased because whatever the pending amount was on February 27th, that has been compounded to this new amount. So let's go ahead and make payment of 39 lakhs on this particular date. Okay, 27 2019, right? So I make a payment of 1 2 3 4 5. Yeah, so 39 lakhs is paid and we have a balance of 3173. But let's assume that this 3173 was not paid for another 1 year, so we went into 2020. So 3173 has become 3490 because 3173 was compounded for 1 year. So the compounding effect always works on the pending amount or the balance amount. So I come here on February 27, 2020, right? Okay, what was the problem? Okay, I don't know what was the problem, but this is the date, and so now I go ahead and make a payment of 3400. So on this particular date 90 rupees is pending. So in this case what I do is I waive off the 90 and the pending becomes 0 if I don't waive off, and it will be 90. So waiving is an option, not necessary. And let's say if I paid more, 3490 makes it 0, but if I had paid more like 3500, so you see the customer has paid 10 rupees extra or $10 extra, and so we have to refund him $10 or 10 rupees. So now if I go ahead and put in an amount, it says a date has not been provided. So let's say I provide the same date. So it accepted the date, and let's see if it's accept the amount. It says the loan has been paid off. So, and that's the reason it's not accepting. So you cannot, so you just remove this, and the loan has been paid off, and that's how this software works. Thank you.